All right, boys and girls, here is a tutorial on how to do your draft 2 for the monthly essay assignment. You're going to need two things open when you start out. You're going to need a blank copy, a blank draft in either Microsoft Word or Google Docs. For those of you who don't own Microsoft Word, Google Docs is free, so just saying. And over here, you're going to need your Study Sync page open. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my binder, and I'm going to look at all my writing assignments. You get to choose a pre-write from any of these writing assignments that you've turned in so far. I'm going to go ahead and use United States versus Amistad here. And on the My Response page, you're going to need to copy the prompt, your response, and then over here on the bottom, you're going to have your reviews. So first thing you do is you copy the prompt. I go Control-C to copy that, put it over here, and go Control-V to paste it. Notice I didn't do everything at once. It has a tendency to copy some of the formatting on the page if you do it that way, and it ends up making it kind of hard to clean it up and make it look good once you put it there. So it's really better to do a piece at a time. Now I have my response. I go Control-C, and then I go Control-V. Go up and check and make sure it looks good here. Looks pretty good. All right. And then I go down to my responses. You don't need this response review, review summary. You just need the individual responses that you get. So I'm going to come down here, and you're going to copy everything. Control-C, and then Control-V, and it's going to put in a weird way, it's going to put in the rubric. Now, I don't need the rubric, so you can get rid of the rubric. I'm not really interested in that part of the score, but everything else I want. So just get rid of that, and then you leave all of the reviews. Now I'm going to go to the next one here, and again, I go copy. Oops, wants to scroll down. Oh, I see, it's just a short one. So I'm going to copy that. And I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to put that down there. Again, I'm getting rid of all of these guys. All right. Okay, I jumped ahead a little bit for you there and got all of the reviews down. Didn't need you to sit through each piece of that. But now I have all 5 reviews in. Some of them are really involved and some of them are pretty short. And I have everything in here I need. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to make it all uniform. So you press Control-A, and then you're going to make it all normal text. Okay, and then you're going to come over here and make it all Times New Roman. All right, now let's take a look at it again, see if it's looking prettyful. It's looking pretty prettyful. All right, good, good, good. Now let's do one thing here. Let's go ahead and set off these guys a little bit, the different headings. I'm going to make that bold. I press Control-B. Now my response, I press Control-B. And then the one other part of this is the reviews. So now I'm going to set this one off a tiny bit, and I'm going to go reviews. Only that one doesn't need to be italicized, so I'm going to make that, I'm going to unitalicize that one. Okay, so now you have everything you need, everything that you're going to be turning in with your draft 2. However, you're not quite done. You actually still need to go ahead and look at all of the feedback that you got, because really what makes it a draft 2 is the fact that you revised it. Now, I understand sometimes you're not going to get really useful feedback, like this person right here. I'm not saying they're wrong, I'm just saying you don't really have much to do there. I like how it's written, 36 out of 36. This person is basically saying, I don't think you need to do anything. But this one right here, for example, 24 out of 36, I think you can support your speech a little better by adding more textual evidence to back up what you're saying. And then they also point out some grammatical errors. And some rough sentences. Interesting spelling there, Mr. Anonymous, but whatever. So that's telling me I need to go back. I need to look for grammatical errors and see if there's some of the sentences that are, not sure what rough means, but I'm going to look for it. I'm going to look and see if there's something wrong with my sentences. Additionally, I'm going to look at the evidence I already have and see if there's a way I can add a little bit more evidence. And I'm going to go in here and give that my best bet. Once you're done, you save it. I'm not going to go through that process right now, but you're still not totally done yet. You need to go in here, and now I already have page numbers on this, but just to show you, in case you don't have it in there, you go ahead and hit insert, and you go on down to page number, and you insert the page numbers right there, and that way you're going to have page numbers on everything. And then the final thing you're going to do is you're going to put a heading on this. You always need to have a heading. So you come on up here, and I'm going to go, this one is Tyler, so I should put it down properly. Tyler, I should be able to spell. Rushing. You're going to go ahead and include the date. That's February, what is it, 12, 2017. ELA, oh, excuse me, that's, in his case, that's CP ELA 12, and then finally, draft 2. All right, now that does not need to be bold, so I'm going to unbold it. I highlight it, press Control B, and I'm kosher. And you're done. Remember, I didn't do the actual revising here. You are required to do the revising, but at any rate, that's it. That's all draft 2 needs to be. So you go ahead, you save that, print a copy for me. Do not walk into class and say, can I go print it? That's called late. And you hand that in, and you are done with draft 2.